Today I am reviewing the Zojirushi NS-ZCC10 Neuro Fuzzy Rice Cooker. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you have ever spent $30 on a cheap rice cooker only to have it burn the bottom of your batch or leave the top layer crunchy and undercooked, you're probably wondering if spending over $200 on the Zojirushi Neuro Fuzzy is actually worth the investment. I have been using this specific model in my kitchen for several months now, and I want to give you a very honest look at whether this machine is a game changer or just an overpriced appliance that takes up too much counter space. If you want to see the current pricing or check out the technical specs for yourself, you can find the links in the description below the video. Let's start with the elephant in the room, which is the sheer size and aesthetic of this thing. The Zojirushi NS-ZCC10 is not a sleek, minimalist piece of modern industrial design. It looks like it walked straight out of a kitchen in the late 90s, with its rounded, bulky plastic shell and that distinct beige-white finish. It is not going to win any beauty contests if you are aiming for a trendy, stainless steel kitchen aesthetic. However, once you actually start using it, you realize that the build quality is significantly higher than the flimsy, lightweight cookers you find at big box stores. The plastic feels dense and durable, the buttons have a satisfying tactile click, and the retractable power cord is a feature I honestly wish every kitchen appliance had. It keeps the counter clean and makes storing the unit much easier when you are not using it. The real magic, or the gimmick, depending on how you look at it, is the Neuro Fuzzy logic. Marketing speak aside, what this actually means is that the machine is constantly adjusting the temperature and the cooking time based on the ambient temperature and the amount of water and rice inside. In my experience, this is the main reason this machine outperforms cheaper models. When I throw in a cup of jasmine rice or even a batch of brown rice, the consistency is nearly perfect every single time. With a basic one-button rice cooker, I was constantly dealing with the starch bubbling over the sides, making a huge mess on my counter. With the Zojirushi, that has never happened. It handles the steam release so gracefully that you don't end up with a puddle of starchy water at the end of the cycle. Now, let's talk about the cooking process itself. One thing that really frustrated me when I first got this unit was the instruction manual's insistence that you must use their specific measuring cup. I thought it was just a way to force branding on you, but after testing it with a standard kitchen measuring cup, I realized the difference. The Zojirushi cup is slightly smaller than a standard American cup. If you use a regular cup, your water-to-rice ratios will be off, and you will end up with rice that is either mushy or raw.
You have to commit to their system.
Once you get used to that, the menu settings are actually quite versatile. I use the white rice setting most often, but the porridge setting has been a lifesaver when I am feeling under the weather. It turns rice into a very comforting, creamy congee without you having to stand over a stove stirring it for 40 minutes. If you are a frequent sushi maker, the sushi setting is quite good. It cooks the rice slightly firmer, which is exactly what you need so that the grains hold their shape when you are rolling them. However, I did find that the quick cook setting is a bit of a disappointment. It is faster, yes, but the texture of the rice suffers. It is not as fluffy as the regular cycle, and I generally avoid using it unless I am in a major time crunch. If you are someone who is always in a hurry, you might find that the speed of the machine is a weakness, because this is not a fast cooker. It takes its time to get the texture right. If you want rice in 10 minutes, this is not the machine for you. You are paying for precision, not speed. The nonstick inner pan is another point of discussion. It is a thick, high-quality pan that distributes heat very evenly. After months of daily use, I have not noticed any peeling or flaking, provided that I only use the plastic scoop that came with the unit. Please, for the love of your appliance, do not use metal spoons or forks in this pan. The moment you scratch that coating, the rice will start sticking, and the magic of the easy cleanup will be gone. The pan is easy to hand wash, and I rarely have to scrub it. Just a quick soak with warm soapy water and a soft sponge is usually enough to get it clean. While the manual says the pan is durable, I have heard from other long-term users that the coating can eventually wear down after several years, so treat it with respect. I want to be very clear about who this product is for and who should stay far away from it. If you eat rice 2 or 3 times a week, you might find it hard to justify the price tag. You can get decent results with a $20 pot on the stove if you are attentive. But if you are a household that eats rice every single day, or if you struggle with getting the water ratio right, this machine is an incredible quality of life upgrade. It removes the guesswork and the stress of watching the pot. You put the rice in, you hit the button, and you walk away for an hour. The keep warm function is another standout feature. I have left rice in this machine for 6 or 7 hours, and it still tastes like it was freshly made. It doesn't dry out, it doesn't get hard around the edges, and it doesn't develop that weird, stale flavor that happens with cheaper warmers. There are some downsides to consider. First, the unit is quite large for only having a 5.5 cup capacity. If you have a large family, this might not be enough rice for a big dinner party. You would have to look at their larger models, which are even more expensive. Second, the interface is a bit dated. You have to cycle through menus using a single button, which can be annoying if you accidentally skip the setting you wanted. It is not an intuitive touchscreen experience by any means. It feels like setting a digital alarm clock from 1998. Also, The battery that keeps the clock and the settings saved when the unit is unplugged is not user replaceable. Once that internal battery dies after a few years, you lose the timer function, which is a bit of a design flaw for a premium product. You can still use the machine, but you lose the convenience of having the rice ready for you when you wake up in the morning. Speaking of the timer, that is one of the features I use the most. Being able to set the timer so that fresh, hot rice is waiting for me when I get home from work is a massive luxury. It makes meal prep so much easier. You just rinse your rice in the morning, set the timer, and you're good to go. Just keep in mind that if you are doing this in the summer, you don't want to leave the rice sitting in the water for too long before it starts cooking, as that can affect the texture. Value is always subjective, but I think the Zojirushi NS-ZCC10 offers a solid return on investment if you view it as a long-term appliance. It is not a disposable piece of kitchen tech. These machines are known for lasting for a decade or more if they are cared for properly. If you break the cost down over 5 years, it is pennies per day for perfectly cooked rice. However, if you are looking for something that looks beautiful on your counter or has smart home integration, you'll be disappointed. This is a utilitarian machine designed for one purpose, and it does that one purpose better than almost anything else on the market. If you are curious about current pricing or want to check if there are any specific bundles available, you can check the links in the description below. Is there anything that actually annoyed me during my testing? Well, the steam vent on the top can be a bit of a pain to clean if you're making porridge or mixed rice, as starch can sometimes get trapped in the little plastic lid piece. You have to make sure you take it apart and rinse it every so often, otherwise it can get a bit funky. It is not difficult to clean, but it is one more step in the process. Also, the alarm that sounds when the rice is finished is a bit loud and insistent. It plays a little melody, which is cute at first, but it can be startling if you are in another room. I haven't found a way to turn the volume down, so you are stuck with the default setting. Another thing to keep in mind is the power cord. It is retractable, which I mentioned earlier, but the cord itself is not very long. If your kitchen outlets are far from where you want to keep the cooker, you might need an extension cord, which is always a bit of a safety concern with high wattage heating appliances. Make sure you have a dedicated spot for it near an outlet to avoid any kitchen clutter. If you are a fan of brown rice, you will find that this machine treats it much better than standard white rice settings. It has a specific brown rice setting that soaks the grains for longer, which makes them much more tender and digestible. I used to hate brown rice because it always felt like chewing on gravel, but the Neuro Fuzzy logic really softens the hull, making it a much more palatable option for healthy meals. It is these small, thoughtful engineering choices that make the Zojirushi stand out. It is not just heating up water, it is managing the hydration of the grain through every stage of the heat cycle. Ultimately, I think the biggest disappointment for some buyers will be the realization that this machine doesn't make rice taste like something else. It is still just rice. If you are expecting it to turn store-brand, bottom-shelf rice into a gourmet experience, you might be let down. It makes good rice great, but it cannot fix poor quality ingredients. You still need to buy decent rice if you want the best results. If you are using old, dried-out rice that has been sitting in your pantry for a year, no amount of fuzzy logic is going to make it taste fresh. I would recommend this to anyone who is tired of the inconsistency of their current cooking method. If you find yourself frustrated by burnt bottoms, uneven textures, or constant cleanup, the Zojirushi NS-ZCC10 is going to feel like a massive upgrade. It is a workhorse. It is reliable, it is consistent, and it removes a chore from your daily cooking routine. It is not a flashy gadget, and it won't impress your friends with its looks, but it will impress them with the quality of the rice you serve. If you are ready to stop worrying about your rice and just want it to be perfect every time, this is the machine to get. Don't forget to check the links below the video if you want to explore the product further or see what the current price is looking like today. It has been a staple in my kitchen for a long time now, and despite the dated design and the minor cleaning annoyances, I cannot imagine going back to a cheaper, less reliable cooker. It is a classic for a reason, and for most people, it is going to be the last rice cooker they ever need to buy.